rather than this hero that you can just kind of ignore and then farm for yourself.
We'll see if they're going to get that kind of opportunity. The response from Finem is quite a bit different from what we saw in game number 2, but they will be rolling back for the Wisp here, and they followed up with a quick Batrider grab. Even with an Oracle and a Vengeful Spirit still being out there, I feel like Batrider will be their best option for now. Do you think that's an okay pickup, or I don't know, I can't help but feel it's a bit risky just kind of throwing it out there at the start. But I guess they figure if they don't get it now, it'll probably be banned in the next phase, and I guess it's one of maybe their better grabs for the off lane in the meantime.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they don't necessarily actually have to feel that. They don't have to prioritize the Batrider a lot to do this. All they need to do is feel that they want to like pick their other heroes later, and then turn their core heroes, their very core heroes, into more counter picks, so that they have a they feel more comfortable going into like the mid game or something with better hero matchups. And Batrider is generally like a safe pick because generally Oracle isn't actually that good of a hero without like its attachment to Death Prophet, and Vengeful has kind of the same thing, but like Venge is often picked with very hard carries, say, or like not necessarily push strategies, but it's kind of like an all-around support hero that can fight.
Yeah.
But I think you usually want things that are better at picking off, like a Lion, or have specific purposes.
Okay.
So
maybe
I think
even
it's a decent pick.
Maybe even like a Disruptor, I guess, is something still Spirit could go for. Is good against the Wisp, and I mean Glimpse isn't an instant Batrider. Obviously canceled the lasso, but we'll have to see.
I think that Spirit kind of wanna it's an okay pick, but it doesn't really help them. Like there's no real combo with like Beastmaster and Disruptor. Like Disruptor is kind of something you have like with 2 core heroes that like can't really disable that much, and you kind of use it as your catch or something like that. It's a good hero, but it doesn't really fit in with the whole Beastmaster Chen kind of philosophy of playing. Really,
too counteractive than proactive for what Spirit want to do. Okay, fair enough.
It's a kind of defensive kind of. It works really well if you have like a kind of slow game, or it's good if you already have a team fight going on. You catch people after it, but it's good at zoning. But I think that's not going to be their main concern. They want to make sure that Beastmaster and Chen kind of get their farm going early, so they can kind of take these towers.
We'll see here if they're going to be able to kind of at least situate it so Beastmaster can have an easier time in the laning phase. A ban out. Interestingly enough, it's Finem who banned the CK themselves, even with picking up the Wisp here. While Spirit now, do you just go for... Oh, they already got rid of the Tiny, actually, but... Is it now time to consider just getting rid of something like the Invoker so you don't have to consider going against it? Or, I mean, I mentioned of the Death Prophet before. Is it too far-fetched for Finem to still incorporate the Death Prophet into their lineup? I mean, you could still even just get the Oracle on their own team.
Actually, like, it isn't that bad with Wisp, but it's not. It doesn't really go that well with Batrider, because, like, Death Prophet is kind of hard to drag along to your pickoff, so you need to have some other heroes that can definitely kill with Batrider, which is kind of hard to do at this point. It's kind of late into the draft. They ban Oracle anyway, so they just want to make sure that they don't have to deal with that. So by banning Oracle, you make sure that even if they do pick Death Prophet, that they don't have like the super augmented Death Prophet.
I mean, imagine that, like Oracle plus Wisp with a Death Prophet. I mean, there's just no killing the lady.
Yeah,
I mean, at that point, you might be tempted to just get the AA again if you're Spirit. Just like, really?
That's the kind of thing that you can avoid. So Wisp's Sven. So ideally, what Finem want to do is they want to get a lot of farm on Sven and decent XP on Wisp by kind of attaching the two together. They just generally want to be able to take stacks quite quickly, and they want to have some kind of map control. But they've got this thing going again, where, like before, when they had the Broodmother offlane, they had to... Their ideal thing was Broodmother starts a fight or goes for a pick-off, or like maybe gets caught out in a way that doesn't kill her immediately, and then her team TPs in, they relocate in, and they kill everybody, right?
Yeah.
Here, it's Batrider looks for a pick-off or something like that. Maybe a fight starts in his lane, they get some tower on people, and then Wisp TPs in, and they kill everybody. But if they can't do that, if Batrider doesn't have a good start, then once again they're left in this awkward position where it's going to be a Sven like solo carrying, which is a bit better than Slark solo carry, I think, in most situations, but they're going to have a problem kind of getting off the ground and making anything happen on the map like they did in game 1.
Yeah.
So they need to make sure this top lane and bot lane work out.
I don't know if there's going to be a magical pick that could make that a lot easier for them. In the meantime, they will pick up a Queen of Pain for their mid lane grab. Yet to see who she's going to be matched up in. And before that, Spirit got a solid Witch Doctor grab here, something they've been picking up a lot recently, it looks like, and obviously very good against the Wisp, the Coconut. And if you're looking at a line from Finem who seem to be, who could just put one hero in the crosshairs, a quick jump from Batrider, relocate setup, and that one Coconut could just totally diffuse a whole fight and a whole gank attempt from Finem if that's the case.
Remaining.
So, I love the grab at that point.
Disable though. So Witch Doctor's it's decent. You can have a Witch Doctor and kind of attach him to the Beastmaster and then get pickups that way. I think they just want to make a really strong safe lane, so that Luna has Witch Doctor with her, and that's kind of hard to kill. Witch Doctor's stun. It isn't really a disable. It isn't really a stun in a sense. It's it's kind of a save. You use it when you want to get out. You use it on the Wisp, on the Sven and the Wisp when they TP in, and then use it to back up and give yourself some space. Sometimes you get a perfect one and they can be used for Death Ward, but usually it's kind of a defensive tool. So I think it's more they want to make sure that Luna has a good time, and they can play around this Luna and then use her to secure towers, and then maybe I think their last pick is something they want to use with the Beastmaster to get pickoffs. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a last pick Invoker even now.
Yeah, Invoker could obviously have a good pairing with the Beastmaster and find wonderful setup attempts. Outside of that, you're not left with too many big options here as far as mid lane potential goes. And to match Queen of Pain, I mean, I guess Puck is still there. Is Puck too far-fetched and you're putting too much on this Luna? Or
I think if you pick Luna, you want to... Luna is the kind of hero where you 5-man around her and she gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And you win the game with her being more farmed than everyone. Because you have to play with a Luna. You can't play a game and have Luna farming in the meantime kind of thing, and then show up with loads of items and kills everybody. Because that doesn't actually work. Luna can't really be played in that sense. So Luna is okay to have a team that just fights around her. So Puck may be a good choice, but I would still maybe prefer the Invoker. But Puck probably has a safer laning phase.
10 seconds remain.
We'll see if that's going to be the choice or not. Then it's
Puck,
going to be the Puck there at the end. So yeah, it's going to be a lot around the Luna, and I feel like normally in most cases, I'd be like, ooh, you're putting a lot on the back of one person, but you're right. And Luna, a hero we don't get to see at least very often in a lot of competitive games, but here in the hands of Illidan, we'll see if he's going to be able to get it done or not. We didn't get to talk too much about the Earthshaker grab, and we don't get to see it very often, but his play here, I mean, is it again going to be possibly just more farm priority for the Wisp, or does the Earthshaker now need to kind of be able to get something for himself if he wants to, because it's already going to be
I think you have to put the farm priority for the Wisp still. Okay. The Wisp needs to get early bottle earn to fight, but I don't like Finem's lineup. I just don't like it. I wouldn't like to play it.
Do you feel what is it about? Is it anti-synergetic with itself, or just it does not match up compared to Spirit?
I don't think they have very good lane matchups. The Batrider might do okay, but they need to do well on their off lane, and Earthshaker isn't that strong of a hero right now. It depends. Can Earthshaker, if you were playing Earthshaker in this game, if you saw that you were playing Quap, you had your Quap versus Puck, maybe you can get a crucial fissure that saves Quap or gets a kill on Puck or something like that, but is there that much that Earthshaker can actually do rather than just kind of exist, maybe throw a few fissures out and then hope to get to the blink or something like that?
I mean,
because if you're just playing it to hope to get to the blink, so much can happen in that time, especially with Beastmaster, with Chen. You can lose so many towers before you can do something. So I just think this draft is very hopeful. A lot of Finem's drafts are they're all very, very optimistic. They don't play for the your average kind of game scenario where some things go a bit wrong, but you generally do pretty well.
I guess they
play for the every lane goes well kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, when you feel like you have an Earthshaker in a situation where you're not going to be able to do a whole lot to start, certainly nothing proactive like setting up fissures to make ganks happen, and as you said, more maybe he could catch out someone being aggressive in the mid lane and respond. Do you start? You obviously have the benefit you can block out the off lane a bit, but we've even seen teams like Secret and in the hands of Puppey, you could always, I guess, side pull this camp. They've been drawing it out is the only reason I brought it up a bit, but try to use the work of the fissure and drawing the camp out on the side. I'll be very anxious to see where Earthshaker's place is going to be in this one, and for now it's going to be an early TP to the mid lane to get a nice ward down.
I will probably be looking for this Earthshaker. He's not really going to scare the Beastmaster in any way, I think. I think bot lane or top lane might be kind of left to its own devices in a way. He might walk up there to throw a fissure maybe to show Beastmaster that he has to play scared of him. But I think predominantly this Earthshaker wants to be moving from middle and bot. Yeah. He wants to be there whenever someone goes. He wants to be there for the first and probably like the second go on Batrider, so they feel discouraged, so they don't go on him anymore, so Batrider has a decent laning phase. And he wants to be there middle for when Puck maybe uses an orb aggressively so that they can punish that. If either of those two things happen, the first of which being, or the second of which being the most dangerous for Radiant, but if either of them happen, if Puck dies, or if the ganks get deterred, he's felt like he's done something. And then his only job is to get his level 6 with decent time, and then later on maybe think about getting a dagger, because then he's filled his early role. But doing that requires quite a lot of game sense, and I'm not sure he can rely on doing it.
We'll have to see how the situation is going to be panning out in the early part of this laning phase as we get underway. This is game number 3 now, so it all comes down to this, and for BTS Europe, as most BTS series, this is a single elimination. One chance to stay alive and push forward towards the $10,000 prize pool. Bottom lane, things are going to get started early, and it's on for Funic. 3 stacks are already built up with the early fissure, but maybe next time does get blocked back quite a bit. But yeah, with the
he's getting slower and slower, but he'll get to the tower in time. He's fine.
Skylark is just gonna. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep stacking.
Is he gonna fissure this? Is he gonna fissure this? Maybe.
Is it slow enough to catch with the fissure?
Oh,
on the wrong side.
That was
wrong
the first
side. He's not gonna get close enough. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Well, I was watching the Earthshaker at the start.
They're gonna start off with the Luna and the Witch Doctor top. So this means that all the lanes are gonna go funky. Skylark's gonna TP up top, and they're gonna try and get. Dire want these matchups. They want to have the Wisp Sven versus the Beastmaster.
Yeah.
And they want to have the Batrider versus the dual lane, because if it goes straight in like a 2 versus 2, Luna and Witch Doctor absolutely crush Wisp Sven. It's going to be absolutely miserable. So this is what Dire have to do.
Is it going to be on Spirit now? Do you, at this point, just kind of stick with your lanes, or do you look for the next opportunity to make the swap back and we continue to play that, you know, musical chairs?
I think Radiant are like happier. They're happier adjusting to this. It's more free farm for Luna, but like means they can't contest the Sven so well. But they're kind of okay with that. And I think the lane to watch is definitely just going to be middle, because something's going to happen here. Both of these players are incredibly aggressive, and I'm not sure like how much they've played this matchup. But the less people play the matchup, the more likely something is to happen that you wouldn't expect.
This is the classic though. Quap versus Puck. This is Fistful of Tango
I haven't seen
style.
it in a while, actually.
Yeah, I mean, actually recently, I've been seeing it a lot more. I was casting with Ryu Birds the other day, this BTS Europe matchup, and it's been well back in form here, and it's just a nice bit of mid lane nostalgia in a day where mostly it's all OD Invoker. But
yeah, I think I've played this matchup like versus both of these players. I can't remember. I think Thug is a lot better at it. Like Thug is much better at the Queen of Pain side because he plays Quap a lot.
Yeah.
He's played this matchup quite a lot. Iceberg, like he's mechanically like he's not the best, but he knows what he's doing. So if you mess up, Iceberg will probably like if Thug messes up, Iceberg will probably play correctly. But if Thug continues to play well, I expect him to get an advantage in this lane, simply because he's just a mechanically better player than Iceberg.
And this is a very mechanically driven matchup too, Puck and Quap here. It could come down to just last second reaction time for anything, and well, as it stands, no extra influence is going to be happening here as we still turn the tables through this bottom lane matchup right now, and what Funic can kind of get out.
Zoning out the entirety of bot lane. Madara, he was farming pretty well up till now, but he's going to get completely zoned out from a group wave almost, so he's going to farm something at a tower. KotLGuy, this rotation was okay. He's not going to get any kill or anything like that. That was whoa, zap, but yeah, wasn't quite enough damage.
Very close though. We'll force him back, and he continues to kind of make his impression in the lane and shake things up.
KotLGuy needs to be farming more though. Like this, he can't really waste that much time. He should be level 4 by now almost. Like Earthshaker. Oh, Earthshaker's smoking around on middle actually, but I'm not sure if they can get anything out of this. Like it's under Puck's tower.
And it's Puck.
And he's got orb up.
Yeah, it's
so
very slippery mid laner. One of the hardest in the game.
Unfortunately missing some CS, but what can you do? But KotLGuy is really, he's not farming. He's not farming as much as he needs to be. Funic is doing okay. He's getting a decent amount, but a key part in their strategies is not there.
He used the shift mid lane, so the Fissure's going to be coming out, but he still wants to fight back, and he actually gets the first blood with the burst from the Rift. Spartan shows up, but it's just a tad too late, and Puck's just going to go for the insta-quick deny after buying out.
He just bought 5 TPs. Why wouldn't you finish your wand or something?
I saw his money go away, and I'm like, where did it go to? And he has 6 TPs now.
I'm sure you buy like your wand parts or like a robe of the Magi or something. You don't buy 5 TPs in that situation.
Well, he's good for the game on TPs, I guess. So.
Yeah, he's
future investment.
Fine. Technically, if the game goes on, it won't matter because he'll have TP'd enough to make it worthwhile.
Radiant's middle tower
But
is under attack.
once again, Thug was winning up until he just made a mistake. Like, he manned up on a Puck that hit level 5, and then he just got out-damaged because Puck can dodge more attacks than KotLGuy can. So he just made a mistake, and then he died to Iceberg.
Oop, here we go. Thug's back, though, and it's at the top lane here. He makes a go for Illidan. The coconut does slow it down. My God, that's 3 bounces on Thug alone. That has got to be infuriating, but they do manage to still get Illidan in the end. They pull back and away.
I mean? Like, it's not really like it's just like, it's annoying, and it saves people because it just stuns you over and over again, interrupts your spells and things like that. It means you can't chase someone. It's just really annoying, but the fact that they've killed Illidan here is quite important. And if they can keep him from getting as much out of this top lane as he likes, which I think they can guarantee by moving this Fen up here, he will have a really hard time getting like level 7 and then moving to level 11, maybe getting to his next tier of items, because sure, he can farm well in the first 5 minutes, that's not a problem, but it's the farm time after that, when Pop starts getting scary, when people start getting levels, when Wisp can move around and things like that. In that world, he starts getting really scared.
Yeah. Again, this Earthshaker does make a bit of a presence in the mid lane on this Puck a bit. You can feel the anxious behavior from Finem. Looks like KotLGuy has been able to kind of get back into the grind and farm because things have let up at the bottom for Funix, so he gets a free lane. Means KotLGuy can focus on himself, so it's a little bit of me time here for Spirit across the map right now.
Iceberg was dropping his null talisman and Thug was like faking blinks towards it.
Oh, Spartan gets hit up with a coconut here. Always want to fly. It's support on support hate. And nice catch there from Illidan with the nuke as he tries to tether back to his friend Madara, but he's not going to be able to make it.
This is what they need to do. But once again, Chen is only level 4. Like, he should be more farmed than this. He doesn't have boots, he's not buying them. He's got them on the courier now, so maybe he'll get that. But he's the thing that changes for this game. He's the thing that lets Spirit kind of have an advantage in fights, lets them take towers, lets them get a reward for doing well in these lanes. Otherwise, they're going to exist like this, Sven's going to outfarm them, and it won't matter. So he needs to do something.
Let's see what it's going to be here. Sven now with the Morbid Mask. He has more farming options now. Could even hand over the lane for someone like the Wisp if he wants to get a quick level 6 here. But they continue to kind of keep Illidan back a bit. The majority of Spirit have really taken over the laning phase overall here. I mean, 37, 36, 35 for the Luna Beastmaster Puck, and then finally there's the Quap at 25. It was ahead, but then after that kind of first, takedown, Thug has been kind of all over the place looking for opportunities here, and here he is back again at the top lane. They would love to take Illidan down once more.
Yeah, Puck versus Quap is the kind of matchup where Puck can die once, and then the lane isn't completely over, but if Quap dies, then the lane's gone. Like, Puck has a way better killing potential. And due to the Earthshaker staying there to make sure he didn't die, okay, never mind.
Always want to fly. Can you do it again with the coconut? Nah, Illidan will go down again. A successful pickoff here. Gets Thug involved and gets Thug his level 6 now. So Sonic Wave is going to be up and ready to go. Does mean Iceberg has his ultimate. Iceberg level 8. 2 levels ahead.
I was saying that the Earthshaker was there to make sure that Quap wasn't solo killed or anything like that by the overlevel Puck. But it's actually made the problem worse.
Yeah.
Because Puck is just fine playing safe. Puck is okay with that. And now he's 2 levels ahead.
2 levels ahead.
The most important thing is they need to make sure this Luna can farm and not die. If Luna dies any more than this, then it starts getting risky. But then it means Funic has to get some amazing pickoffs in order to make sure that they're in a good enough position for Luna to actually push towers with them.
So Iceberg will continue.
They've already got a really big ancient stack, by the way. That's 4 or 5 now. They spot it out with Funix Hawk, so they know that this exists. I think now that they need to just put a lot of emphasis on taking this bot tower before Batrider gets blink, but I think it's already too late.
Let's see, Batrider, 2k as he farms through a double stack here on the side. The tier 1 in the bottom lane is still full, so the timings there don't really seem to be matching up. And Madara, it looks like, is already rotating over towards this big stack, so this is going to be a huge boost in the economy department right now for Finem. Now, obviously, they ping it out. Spirit know this is happening here, but there are a lot of hands on deck already from the Dire side. But they're going to go for it anyways. Yeah, they smoke up, they go on the move. Funnick does have Roar here. Ooh. Oh, he this back. He shows himself, but a good fissure does come out, but Puck has already made his move in, and we'll get the finish onto this end.
banish him. That was cute.
Well, he keeps purging him again. Yeah, the cooldown's only like 3 seconds, but finally they had enough and they take it for themselves, it looks like here. And Thug moves in. Sonic Wave gets caught up with the coconut. Death Warrior committed. And
Iceberg just didn't coil him. He could have interrupted the blink and he would have died in that time.
Well, he still holds that coil, man. He's nursing it. But it's good positioning here. Finally, we'll commit it for Thug. Thug pops the last second wand, but it's not going to be enough. Eventually, the right clicks will come
full
through.
wand on Iceberg. But yeah, he's going to have orb, maybe. He needs to
now
orb and jump.
Quick jump. Tyler wants it. Not going to get it.
Generally, all around, just good play from Iceberg here. Like Thug, he's taking fights he can't take, and Iceberg is 3 levels above him now, and he's getting close to a dagger. At this point, Puck becomes an objectively better hero than Queen of Pain in almost every scenario. When there's this much farm disparity.
Tower is under attack.
And now they're going to be able to at least finish up the stack now. Madara and the Wisp in tandem here. Wisp at his level 6 now, so relocate is an option here for Finem. Do you think it's in their best interest to try to use that, you know, on the offensive and find some setups? For now, they don't really have a lot in the vision department, at least on the side of Team Spirit. Or do you think it's in his best interest to just kind of save this as a, you know, get out of jail free card for someone on his team?
I don't know if they can rely on using it as a save, because in that usually will give time for like Luna to TP in or something like that. And can you imagine, like you TP someone out and then you get your whole team there clustered together and then Luna just walks in with the clips and you all die. Like that is something that can happen. So I think that it's just so hard to find anyone. Like they can use it to catch Sonic, but he might just walk off, he might TP, he might drop Necro and then kill the Wisp before they can react. Like,
ooh, well the relocate, what if it happens to be on Illidan at the start and they'll jump in there, but
yeah, or they can just kill Illidan because he's walking right next to the tier 1 without any teammates in range.
Skylark set that one up, but as he returns back to the bottom lane, it's Funic.
I think Funic should be fine. They've got Witch Doctor here.
He's running
Unless
back the other
Pop just
way.
like blinks right on him.
Which he will. And the coconut was already committed up on the high ground. Funic runs back towards the Death Ward. Sonic Wave catches him, but he's barely alive and well. Gonna get healed up with the help of the Urn and the Voodoo Restoration. And now Thug is gonna have to wait out his blink here to make it away from trouble. But uh-oh, look who it is. Iceberg looking to intercept Orb. Thug is in trouble. He is now in a pit of death. He's down. That was, they just perfectly pincered him right there. Funic baiting him down to the low ground, and then they caught him from both sides.
Thug is just an incredibly aggressive player, but at this point, he's, after some basic errors in his laning phase, like even with the Earthshaker to try and help him, he's fallen so far behind that at this point, like you can't play aggressive. You need to wait. You need to counter initiate. You need to like go in with your Sven. You need to go in with your Earthshaker or after a Batrider go. You can't just make these plays and just hope that you can get a pick off afterwards. Because if there's 3 heroes alive, 2 of them which you can't see, and there's a puck available, you can't go for these picks, but he keeps trying nonetheless.
Ooh, Iceberg does commit a coil, it looks like, there for Spartan. Even though Spartan will have to tether away and it snaps the coil, it won't lead to a kill, and I'll put it on cooldown now. We'll see if it's something that Finem can kind of work with for themselves. They have a lasso ready to go, but no opportunity as most of Spirit bottom lane as they make their jump for maybe next time. It's just a quick nuke. Oh, look at this. Eclipse going to be flying out as the relocate comes in. Man.
Yeah, they drop the Eclipse, like they TP in on the Beastmaster after he gets a pick off, and then they just TP into an Eclipse and they just lose another hero for free. Like, an Iceberg with DD just kills off the Batrider, so they just get a free tower out of this. And honestly, I don't think there's enough to stop them from going high ground here.
Huge push coming in now. They have a Necro Book,
they have
Boars, Chen Creeps.
They have Luna Auras. Like,
Luna Aura? Oh man.
They're trying to fissure them off, which this is good, but it only buys them a little bit of time.
Yeah, still not
They're
far
still
enough
hitting
away.
the tower.
Yeah, they can hit the tower just fine, so only helps temporarily. Sven will be here to kind of cut the grass and keep everyone back in at bay a bit. And it looks like it will at least force Spirit back for now. Spartan.
Bug might catch someone here.
He's going in. He's dancing with him a bit. He needs more assistance though. Gets stunned up from the Chen creep.
Goblack just accept that he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He already sent back his comrade and he will go down. But, you know, for a big lead and pick off and a tier 2 tower, certainly feels pretty nice.
I don't think Finem can do Roshan time here. I don't think they're gonna lose tier 1 tower top at least. Puck is in the vicinity. I think this might be the correct move. Maybe I think they're hoping that someone on Radiant will try and intervene and they'll make a mistake and they're going to die, or that just Radiant don't feel comfortable contesting them, and then they just get a Roche.
Skylark already used his flight and then just blinks in for a Centaur creep. Now he gets hit up from a Witch Doctor ward. He's going to be able to make it to the high ground.
That was good.
Yeah, he's going to be good. But, big jump in from Iceberg there. Quickly blows up the Wisp, commits the coil, and now they look to get a hold of Illidan, and they do. Nice pullback there from Skylark. Will be able to get the kill, but he loses his own life as Iceberg takes him down. Now looks between Thug and, well, Madara here, and it looks like Sven. Going to be the second takedown. Iceberg jumps for another as Thug will blink over. Iceberg on the move. Has no mana, unfortunately, so it looks like Thug will be able to make it away. But this allows Spirit now to intercept this Roche, and they will be the team to walk away with the Aegis.
I've never seen a Luna lineup more willing to sacrifice the Luna for the benefit of the rest of the team. Normally, it's always the other way around. Normally, Luna is the one who gets the farm, but they've kind of left this Luna out in the cold for most of the early game and mid game, so I'd expect to see them be more rigid with their 5-manning and making sure that he's kind of protected. But that was a really good fight overall, and it means that this Sven is most likely going to be a non-factor from here on out, because without that Aegis, he doesn't have another ancient stack. Like, he's only got a 1 stack at best. He doesn't really have the map control to farm anymore, so the Sven now is the Sven you'll get for the rest of the game, pretty much.
Tier 1 going to be taken down here. Illidan still holds his Eclipse.
Look at this ward, look at these wards, look at these wards middle. What is this? There's just 2 dire wards.
Tower is under attack.
This one placed by Earthshaker, this one placed by Wisp. They're right next to each other.
Wait, where? I can't see based on their
In
vision.
middle.
Oh.
Yeah, in middle, look.
Oh, yes.
Right next to the push, right below what was
Okay, yeah, you know, they just kind of cup the lane nicely, you know, from both sides. So I guess
just
want to make a nice, easy walkway there for Spirit to just kind of... It's like the red carpet, you know? They're just...
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah? You know, just
Kind of
got to get some
inviting them
velvet
on in,
ropes going
please
down the
take our
side,
base.
so... We'll see if the parade here of Spirit are now going to be able to get some serious base damage. A roar from the low ground, and maybe next time they'll be there to defend, but
Maybe
not this
next time.
Not this time. That is a Echo Slam that's going to be taken out, one of your best high ground defense potentials, but now they move in. Necrobook's going to be popped, and Spirit are on their way to clenching this series unless
There's an arcane rune puck, like Earthshaker's buying back, but how does he get in range? Well, he just gets another pick off, he kills the Batrider, and all his spells are going to be up in time.
And
Earthshaker
Lasso's
can't
now
go in
gone.
range.
Oh, goodness. Here we go.
There's an Eclipse.
Eclipse still.
And if they clear out this creep wave quickly enough, there is no way that they can be
I
counter
mean, Iceberg's already just going to end it out. He just moves in and gets a quick pick off on one. He's going to force out Thug's buyback now, and they pop their Eclipse, Hand of God, and some extra bit of heals, and it's as if Spirit didn't even take any damage to begin with. Now Skylark is going to be back. He goes in, the lasso. Big Sonic Wave does come out, but it's going to be Iceberg who's going to be walking away with a triple kill and a godlike spree here. They are going to finish off Always Want to Fly. Now they look for more. Goblack retreats back it away, but he gets cut off there from the Wisp, but double kill for Spartan. And it looks like for now Finem will be able to hold here. They want more. They're looking for Illidan now. Maybe next time has the fissure and he wants revenge.
just too fast.
He's now alone.
They can't do anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have enough mana.
Oh, wow. Thug hits up from the roar as it comes off from Funnick. Finem do hold here, but they lose a ranged Rax, a tier 3, and Thug's buyback's now gone.
Nope. And they have a Witch Doctor who's probably going to TP in. He's going to heal everyone up, and they're probably just going to... Well, as soon as Puck can come back, he's going to have a Dagon 3. Wisp is going to instantly die to that combo. Batrider is in range of that too. Earthshaker as well. I'm not going to worry about Quat because it doesn't even matter if you kill her or not. Like, she got a good scream off, and she maybe could have got a pick if they were more cohesive with what they did, but I'm not feeling a way that they can really do much. Puck's just very... She's too scary.
Dagon 3. Just disrespectful Dagon coming out now. That burst. No chance there for someone like the poor little Wisp and Earthshaker to really stay alive at this one.
Because this is like the main problem I have with Earthshaker. Like, even if this was a really good game, like, he still has so much trouble until he has Dagger getting any of his spells off. Like, there's silences, there's lots of interrupts, there's the stuns to keep him away, there's lots of creeps, like, to generally zone him. I'm not really sure where this Earthshaker kind of fits in with this draft.
Going in for a bit of a YOLO play here. It's all for Funnick at the bottom lane. Nice little swift pick for him. He didn't have Primal Roar to begin with, but they'll take... At this point, when you're this far behind, I mean, even that Funnick one kill nearly gets them a 2k net worth swing for themselves, but...
And he goes, they have no lasso, they have nothing to stop the push, let's just go. So he buys back.
Yep.
Because by killing him there, you effectively kill the Necros, but he's just brought them back alive, so they have their push.
Yeah, Fissure's out, but it's from the side because that makes it obvious, like, oh, Spirit's like, oh, they're desperate for this Fissure, so they're probably not even inside their base right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to move in, and this is going to be clearing out
they have
these
fort,
last ranks.
but I don't know if it's going to... Are they even going to pop it? No.
No.
They're going to save it for this tower, I guess.
Ooh, a jumping from Iceberg, a quick Dagon, and Skylark
Immediately, he
is
just dies.
gone. I mean, he didn't have lasso anyways, but he'll now be out. No buyback for him. And it could be on this Sven to make it work. For now, we'll stun. Thug gets a follow-up, but man, he gets blown the hell up. Eclipse, and really no chance at all. No prayer here, and it looks like at Finem, it might have been the nail in the coffin at this point. Spirit seemed to be taking this one as the second Rax will fall here. And all the meanwhile, Sven and Wisp continue to just do what they can with the bottom. This one seems to be over as they go for the jugular here in the mid.
Yep.
Ouch.
Iceberg's just killing everyone. Please, just... Someone save.
Have mercy, Iceberg. But overall, it looks like this tier 4s will drop. And Finem will have to say goodbye to BTS here. He's out, he's back. The coconut is a bit forgiving. Won't lock him under, but let's go, boys. This is it. Pull him back into the fountain. Coil is going to be there, so they can't pull him too far, but they might be able to get him. No, he's still healed up. Mechanism, everything they can to keep him alive and well, and they won't even get the last laugh, it looks like, here.
He's just killing everybody.
He's also probably leveling up his Dagon, I'm sure. Yeah, he's right at the fountain, so it's at level 5.
Oh, this beat.
Oh, can they finally bring him down? They can. That is a 2K gold swing back to Finem, but they have no bank, nowhere, no home to bring it home to. This one is over. Team Spirit take game number 3. And, well, props to them being the first team to now secure a spot into the semifinal. Rime, what is your take on game number 3 and pretty much the series overall?
Well, I think Team Spirit overall had the better team play. They had better team fight execution most of the time. Iceberg played really well this game. I think that this game was kind of so centric on the middle lane and what Urshika could do to intervene in that matchup that when he did actually throw the fissure, the Quap was underleveled at the time, they didn't really think it through. Puck kills the Quap, gets out, Urshika is left going like, oh god, what have I done? Kind of thing. And then he doesn't really try and do anything for the rest of the game. And then they have a Wisp and a Quap and an Earthshaker, all of whom just kind of feel useless. So, even though they picked off Luna, it wasn't enough. Like, they fell so far behind from the results of bot and middle lane.
Everything seemed to just like trickle apart at that point. Thug wasn't really able to get back in his rhythm. Earthshaker had that instance in the bottom lane where he got the wrong side of the fissure, unfortunately, and it just ended up being, unfortunately, a bit of a tilting spree. But Spirit, props to them. Iceberg freaking ends this one 15-2 on his puck. And that will actually wrap things up for today. Only the one best of 3 as the secondary match was postponed. So we'll look for that one at a future date, but that will close things out for today. So Rime, thank you so much for joining me. It's been absolutely a great pleasure. So if you guys want to support Rime, hit him up on his Twitter, @RimeLol. You can catch it at the title above. And we might be seeing more from him in the future, but this will conclude things for me. After this, I head off to Kiev, so I'll see you guys for Star Ladder. And I'll leave you, I'm sure, with Lyrical and company to take over the rest of BTS Europe. So we'll see how things pan out. Guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. And best of luck in your Dota. Enjoy your day.